Yes, it's 2026 and it's that Friday feeling. Yeah, it's another year of tomfoolery in Dad's RC Hangar. Yes, the fresh 2026 feeling of positivity on that Friday feeling. God damn. Oh yes, I just feel great. Don't you feel great that 2026, you know the flying season's just around the corner in the UK? Yes, the weather starts changing now, even though we're got a lot of snow. Now a lot of snow, that reminds me of something. The Harrier, yes, and Colin, yes. They did help, including George. What did they do? Oh, epic, epic, epic. And here she is in all her glory. Oh yes, look at that camo, baby. Now you're saying to me, well Chris, yeah, but you didn't spray the camo. Yes, but I've been getting all the tips of Colin and we are going to do the Typhoon together, so you'll see me progress. I think Colin and George did notice that a few recent events in 2025 and everything else, I was getting a bit down, and yeah, I thought I gave them a turd basically, and you know, I expected a polished turd, but yes, they've shown me some tricks and tips on how to get the covering all smooth again and looking great. I mean, she's fantastic. I mean, the weathering is just epic. Colin has done an epic job. I wish I had a bigger hanger so I could show you. Yes, I am missing the I'm missing the servo and the servo boxes, squares. I've got them in the bag. I've just got to spray them white and they're in. And then add the horns. Colin actually made the horns on here. You can see they are wooden horns, if I can just see about there. And there's one in the white one as well that I've got to fit in. And because he himself is building a Tony Nyhouse Harrier as well. So he's got a different scheme. He's got the USA scheme. This is a Arctic Camo scheme. And there is a name for it that I should give you that he found. There you go, where I filled in the back. It's got blue paper in there, or blue paper, just where I was originally spraying it. But I mean, look at that, look at that. It's even fitted like a heat plate. So just for instance, just in case you didn't know, because I only found out the other today, I was sitting and chatting with Colin. This is why it's kind of a small movie at the moment, or video. For the first one of 2026, oh yes, is because I was sitting and chatting to him this morning. He's a fascinating guy, Colin, and we're going to go more into Colin when we're doing the Spitfire. Mainly because he used to work on Spitfires. In fact, he even built Hurricane. Maybe a Spitfire. Yes, he had them both in jigs. So we've got a lovely story to talk about him as well when we are doing my Spitfire. Epic. Anyway, he's really great at doing this sort of thing. And he told me that this one is from the compressor. So it's cool air. But this one is actually after the jet or the engine. And it's hot, so they used to have a hot plate right there. Hence the black scorching marks of flight time. Yes, this has been in the air loads of times. This is why it's dirty, and it's got exhaust fumes. Oh yes. Anyway, thank you, Colin. You're a hero. You're a goddamn hero. And yeah, George, he done the roundels. There you go. He printed the roundels for me so they're the right size and everything else. I think Tony Nyhouse himself would be very impressed with this. You're saying, Chris, what's happened to the canopy? Well, the canopy I've left with Colin because he wanted to, he hasn't got the canopy that I got. He wants to take a moulding of that canopy so he can use it himself and adapt it for himself, as he did make a canopy himself, but he prefers that one, so that is left with him. Now, we did do the CG. And it warrants a bit of nose weight, as Mr. Tony Nighthouse himself said. You need a bit of nose weight. So it just so happens that I'm going to be able to use my cockpit and my man that we went through a couple of videos back in here. And it's probably still need a bit more weight in that. So I'm really happy with that. So that's something I've got to stick in there. So all I've got to do now is just put in the servos. And we're going to go for the A3 Super 4 6-axis Hobby Eagle. Yes, we're going to stick a gyro in here. Because she, you know, she's anhedral, I think, as Mr. Poeckles would say, anhedral. Yeah, you know, if you don't go, your tip store if you're not going fast enough, and I would like something just to help me out. So yeah, so the next time you see this lovely bird, well, when she's finished, and we can talk about the electronics that I put in and show you and stuff just before the maiden, or if it's a successful maiden, which it will be. Let's keep positive. Oh yes. Then it, yeah, I can see you afterwards. But maybe before, I don't know. But oh, epic! Look at that. You know, it's all come together. Yes, you've got a bit more blue roll in there, which I'm not going to spray them, so I can take them out. There you go. A tissue. Just like that. Look at that. Magic. And there's one in here. I think, yeah, I got. Wow. There you go. It's like a magic show, isn't it? And there you go. Now in here they are white. If you actually look on the real full size, yes, it's actually white. So I'm going to paint that. He did give me some DiLaggio, those paints are on my back anyway, of the actual colour scheme as well. So we've got a bit of touch up. I'm in awe of this. I really am, and I can't say how thankful I am, especially like not polishing a turd but cleaning up. In fact, he said it's not a turd. I've done a really good job, which means a lot from them. And George also said the same, that the building is pretty cool. So it's just obviously covering went a bit weird. And trouble is that the paint that I used, the primer, was wrong primer. Really, it was horrible. It just horrible primer. I think I just got the can that was horrible. Hence why it was all watery and everything else. So it's a bit crazy. But yeah, I did want to carry on with the Spacewalker, which is the yellow thing over there, because I've got all the electronics. Yes, I saw George from Formax just before Christmas or after Christmas, something like that, one day recently. And we got all the electronics. I got all the servos, I got the motor, I got the wooden propeller. Do love a wooden propeller. Yes, I have. I've got everything which we'll be attacking probably later on today, actually, or maybe tomorrow morning. And so we'll be ready for that Friday feeding. Next week will be a finished cub. Hopefully I'll get the electronics in here. I've got to do a couple of things. Obviously I want to get the man and the man and the mirror. No, I want to get the man and the cockpit in here, and then hopefully we'll have the everything back from the canopies back from Colin, and that's when I'm going to fit it in there. It's going to kind of have little magnets that stick it on there. I was going to use screws, but I'm not going to use screws now. But this is just epic. I mean, smells of paint, you know, that paint smell. But, you know, it hasn't put a lot of weight on it, believe it or not. And it is nose light. So, you know, this is the great thing about Tony Nighthouse designs. It comes, you can cover it plain or you can go massive. In fact, there's a bit of paper in here that Colin followed the Camo that I sent him. And he did find it and actually print it off, which is a Hobby Master. So it's obviously like an Airfix, and it's actually called the Harrier GR7 Exercise Snow Falcon. There you go. RAF, it's number 1 squadron, RAF number 1 squadron, based in Norway in 2004. Bit of history for you there. Oh yes, history in 2026. Yes, plenty of that. And there you go. See, that's what she looks like, and she definitely looks like that. She is perfect, and he's done a lot more stuff on it. I have got little stickers to still stick in it. Stick it. The little day glow little stripes, which I have got, that I'm just going to put into some water, and they're just normal scales, and then cover them with a delay. What is the name of that? That's really... Oh, that's good. That's fallen off, that one. Where is that? Where is it? Villaggio. Not Delagio or Halragio, but Villaggio. Yes, these all need mixing up. I think I need to make one of their machines that go mix it up like normally do paint. It's where they was in Hangar 1 and they got a bit damp in there and all that sort of lovely stuff. But anyway, just give me some of that. Anyway, the Villaggio, I'll get it right in a minute. Villaggio do some I don't know what it's called, covering, but it's matte covering that you can cover the decals with, so they don't peel off and stuff like that, which we'll show you. It's a bit like a varnish, but a matte varnish, but probably water based, I don't know, and you spray that on there with an airbrush, which we'll also be doing a bit of airbrushing. As I say, we've got the Typhoon, which is going to be having the colour scheme, which was one of the Typhoon air display a few years back, which was their remember I just can't say words today. Memorial flight. So it emulates the Spitfire basically, which is fantastic. And we're going to do that together. So I'm going to do it, but he's going to advise me and show me and make sure I'm doing everything right. So that'd be a good one to tune into as well if you want to do a bit of spraying and a bit of everything else. I keep looking at this screen and there's a little splodge right there, but I won't displodge you yet. So if you do see a little splodge around about here, don't worry about it. So yeah, so that is it really. That was the first 2026 bit of positiveness, and it is positive. And I had a lovely chat with Colin this morning, and I cannot wait for you to meet him soon and explain and chat about his life with the Spitfires, which he has been working for over 30 years. In fact, he's a Formula driver, not a Formula 1 car, but the sidecar, and I forgot the name of it. He's going to hate me for this, but yeah, very lovely guy, and it's just an amazing, obviously, a painter and a finisher. As I say, I'm going to be using all these these ones are different grit size. That's what he's been using. So that's so basically what I had is high spots on the covering where I didn't cover very well. Obviously, something like that it cuts down the high spot into the base, and obviously don't go too far. Rather than sort of like something that's something like this maybe, which is still good. If I can split it apart. I won't be able to split them apart now, they'll be stuck together for it. There we go. Like that. So that's like if I'm doing it like that, then I'm doing the high point, but I'm also doing the rest of the plane, and that's the problems I had. So I've got plenty of these, all different grits, which are fantastic finishing rubbing downy things. And this one's like a block. This one's 400. It's got diamond on here. That's actually, and yeah. So I'm learning process. It's better than just sitting here making a terrible mess as I do, with not knowing what I'm doing. So it's always handy. And yes, he could have showed me, and I could have done this myself, but I wouldn't have gone like that. It's exactly how I wanted. If you remember all the way back, it's exactly what I wanted to do. The camo, and it's just everything about it. Even that little line down there, everything about it is super sexy, and she looks sexy. And I'm sure that if Tony House sees this, he's going to love it as well. I mean, even this, I want to show you this as well. So you've got the little tanks and bits and pieces. Can you see that? Oh, just all in there. It's just fantastic. And obviously I've got to do anything that's imperfected here is from me. Any imperfection is from me. But the proof of the pudding is will she fly? And we're coming up to the weather now, which hopefully will fly. And I'll get out there. I will have the Skywalker and also the Harrier all ready to main within a couple of weeks, which I'm really, really happy about. And then obviously we'll get the Spitfire finished and transferred because I want that done. And then we'll start looking at the Lysander because I would like to start building that while I'm flying these around in the sky, hopefully more than once, and have some fun basically. And then we can start moving. And don't forget the boat. Yes, the boat. The boat I will hopefully hunt things down. I've got a few people to talk to and get all the parts for that, so then I'm happy dappy and get it as nice as pie, as they say. Well, as I say, that is short and sweet, but sweeter tastes better, apparently. Unless you don't like sweets, you like crisps. But whatever. Yes, so Happy New Year to everybody. It is 2026. It is the first Friday of 2026, January. And what fantastic better news than to have the Harrier back in the hangar, ready for her electronics, which is going to be bish bosh bash. I've just got to spray the servo covers white, bang, they can go on there, and then I can join the servos to the tail, bang, they can go on there, and literally put the receiver in, and obviously the Hobby Eagle, yes, Hobby Eagle A3 Super 4, which will help me. Help! So you know I'm going to need it. But yeah, we'll do all that with George as well, because he's a supreme fast pilot. And if Flying Finn's down there, we'll grab him as well, because he's a mad, crazy, awesome pilot, and it's fast and acrobatics. But I would like to see acrobatics with this. I'm a scale person. As any of you have been watching my videos, I try to be scale and fly as they do. Acrobatics are for acrobatic planes, and the Harrier, from what I knew, was an acrobatic plane, even though it probably done sort of some weird stuff in the fight zone. But there you go, Arctic. Or yes, in fact, it's not Arctic. It's called Exercise Snow Falcon. Yes, 2024 in Norway. If you live in Norway, then I'm sure you saw these in 2024 or 2004. Number 1 squadron of the Harrier. I think it's fantastic. It was only a temporary colour out there, so it was all a bit randomly covered. But it's in the hangar, and she's going to be in the air. The only thing that I might add is a bit of day glow underneath or something. I'm not sure, because you know, I've not got perfect eyesight, and you know, the days are not always sunny and bright, even though it's sunny and bright in the heart and with positiveness. But I'd like to see the actual aircraft, what way it's round, if it's upside down, or if it's the right way up, or if it's backwards or forwards or whatever, inside out. Yeah, I think I need to do something. If you've got any suggestions that works for you, that doesn't make the plane look like a glow sticker in the air, then leave in the comments and let us know. But I was thinking of a couple of day glows. I mean, I've got to put some day glows on here, because it does come with day glow little stripes, night flying stripes. There's a better word for them, but that's what they do for night flying. But yeah, if you're out there, then keep safe, but be safe. But enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself while you can, because you never know what's around the corner. But be positive for the day, because I love you, and you should love yourself. So here we are, a quick short one on this first Friday 2026. But watch out for next Friday, when we're going to finish the Wing Walker. It's not the Wing Walker, is it? What's it called? Somebody tell me. The Space Walker 2. That's what it's called, the Space Walker. Doesn't go in space though. But I don't know, whatever. It's called a Space Walker, and we'll get that finished ready for the maiden as well. Fantastic. It's the way to go. You have fun now. Ta-ra.